Hi everybody, my name is Bryn. You may also know me as Chronosaurus. I am on Instagram and that's where I started my social media adventure. I'm really looking forward to doing this and having you all here with me. I've always been really into social media and advocating for chronic illness, so this is super exciting for me and I'm so happy to get started. I'm super ambitious, driven, and this is something I'm that way about. I'm super excited to start this and hopefully grow a community and just help other people. I really love helping people out, and this is a way I can do it by sharing my story so that people don't feel alone. So here we go. I'm going to start with my story. My story starts back about when I was 10 years old. That was when I first really started experiencing symptoms. I had acid reflux every night and pain in my right lower abdomen. So we went to the normal pediatrician. He referred me to a gastroenterologist because he believed me. He knew something was not right, and I was a strong kid, so for me to be complaining consistently, there's something wrong. So after we saw the gastroenterologist, there were many talks and many thoughts. This gastroenterologist did not necessarily believe me. She was very hesitant on doing any tests or even seeing what was wrong with me. We drove 2 hours to see her and nothing really came out of it. Eventually she just decided to do an upper GI and colonoscopy, and there were some results there, such as like ulcers throughout my gastrointestinal tract, and she noticed something in my lower right abdomen, like we have been saying. So she decided that I was okay and she was gonna stop seeing me for about a year and see me again because she didn't think I had anything wrong, which was really, really hard, and that's where most of my medical trauma comes from. So we can get to that another time. After a few months, probably, we decided that this was just not going to work. We needed to see another gastroenterologist. So we went an hour and a half to Sacramento, who's my current gastroenterologist, and this doctor is amazing. She ran so many tests on me, did everything for me, and was super thorough to make sure she didn't miss anything. So after an upper GI, colonoscopy, and pill cam, it came back that I had Crohn's disease. And Crohn's disease is IBD. It affects all of my gastrointestinal tract, not just my colon or another area in my stomach. It's from my mouth to my butt. So because of that, it was really hard news, and I was trying to learn how to cope. With that came medication, obviously, because I wasn't doing well without it. I was probably maybe 100 pounds and 5'10". I'm 5'11" now and 150 pounds. So you can see how malnourished I looked. So we started me on some medication, tried multiple things, finally found Remicade and their IV infusions, which really did work well until I started having allergic reactions to them. So because of these allergic reactions, I would get super hot, super flush in the face, and I couldn't breathe. Like so lightheaded, thought I was gonna pass out. So every time that happened, we'd stop my infusion and then restart once I felt better again after taking some Benadryl. One time it was so bad, I had to get up and I was gonna go throw up in the bathroom. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I passed out on the floor and my mom was there for me. So after that incident, we decided that Remicade wasn't working for me. So we tried so many other things and none of them worked. Humira had a similar reaction, but not nearly as intense. And then eventually I went on chemo. I was on the pill form of chemo just to help with my inflammation, I guess. That also made me really sick. This was more recent. This was like my freshman year of high school. So I was really sick and I missed probably in total like 2 to 3 months of school. I had to quit my club volleyball team and I distanced myself from everyone, and it was really hard. So we stopped that after a while. and started Pentasa, which is working really well for me and has been working really well. But it didn't cover all of my symptoms, so we added Stellara on top of it. And Pentasa with Stellara really helps me now, and I'm almost in remission. So close, but not quite yet. So I'm really hoping to get there. Throughout all of this time, and right about my sophomore, almost junior year of high school, we were running more tests. I was pretty stable, but I still had that right side pain. We were running more tests, so I did the spit test in the tube with sugar, and I don't know what it's called, so don't mind me. That test came back positive that I had CSID. And CSID is congenital sucrase isomaltase deficiency, which means I do not have the enzymes in my stomach to digest sucrose. I do not have the sucrase enzyme, which makes it really hard to eat sugar. I try to stay away from it. I do take medication every time before a meal, just so that if there's sugar in it, I am safe and covered. But if it's too much, it doesn't cover, so I stay away from that stuff. And a few months after that, I did some blood tests, and it came back that I had celiac disease. So I also try to stay away from gluten, and that is really important to me because I do not like being bloated and just lethargic all day. So I'm really glad we found those two out, because the right side pain was what started it all. So it wasn't the Crohn's disease. I mean, it was probably a combination of all of it, but the CSID was by far what caught my attention. And my first gastroenterologist that dismissed me noticed that I possibly had CSID, and she did not say a single thing. So I am so grateful for my doctor now that she found all of this. I've made it so far from where I was. I've gained so much weight. I'm so much healthier now. I know which foods are good for me. I know how to eat and manage my illness. I know how to take care of my body, and I've become a person that I definitely didn't think I would have been if it weren't for this. So I've definitely experienced a lot, and I've really changed as a person. I'm super compassionate, and I'm way more mature because of all of my experiences, and I'll always be there for someone who's going through something similar, or even not similar, because I know how hard it is to go through something. And that's my story. I'm here now. I'm healthy. I'm learning more about myself, and I'm ready to start this journey with you guys. I'm hoping to get more videos out, maybe weekly. Just talk about food, maybe some vlogs with like a day in the life of chronic illness, you know. Talk about my medication, and I'm super excited to get more into it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all later. If you like and subscribe, it would mean the world to me. So thank you. Bye.